Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Baldy. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Ted. Thank you. And now you may go and do what you do. Special birthday knob twiddling. Good boy. Good boy. Somebody has to. Right. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Who'd have thunk it? Another lap around the sun. Sort of. Well, I say sort of because, well, some of you are not yet on the 29th. It's still the 28th for many of you. In which case, it's not really my birthday for you, but it is for me here, because it's I'm in the future, basically. I'm from the future. I speak with knowledge of tomorrow for most of you. And I can tell you that it's pea soup fog this morning, somewhat autumnal. Fall, for those of you that don't know what autumn is. Fall is happening, just starting to. The weather is starting to cool off. We've had a bit of rain in the last few days. It's good for the grass. Anyways, let's see which sort of bigots are in the house this morning. Right, so first in the house was Dr. Volker Mintel, 3249. Happy birthday from Hamburg. Well, thank you. It will be my birthday in Hamburg tomorrow. You can tell me again then, if you like, if I'm around. Juliet, of course, is here. We love us some Juliet. Thank you for the $4.99 greenback dollars. Ted will put them to use for some singing lessons or something, perhaps. Don't know what he'll do with it. Probably something nefarious. All-knowing, all-seeing Ted. Excuse me. A very happy birthday to you. Thank you very much, Juliet. I hope it's a great one. Me too. It's, what is it, 9 in the morning here on a Sunday, March 29th, 2026. And after I've spent some time with my family here, you guys, I shall go and spend some time with my other family, maybe. You guys are better than them. I'm kidding. Just a little bit. No, they're great. All right. Johnny's in the house. Good to see you, Johnny Wong. Nice to see you. Happy birthday, says Bob D. Yes, thank you very much. Happy birthday from the Eiffel Mountains. Nice. Happy birthday from Praha. Been there, done that. Don't think I got a t-shirt though. Went to the funny clock. What else do you do? Oh, had glurg. That's what you do. And those funny things that everyone's selling in the square that are kind of not even food. Just nonsense. But it was good. Yeah. It was cold at that time when I was there. Snow everywhere. Went to Wenceslas Square. Saw the statue. Okay. Right. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Very good. Final carnival boss. Am I? I don't know. For me to be the final carnival boss, people would have to come through me. And a lot of people have avoided me over the years. I think you'll find. Including some big mouths who said they'll debate anybody. Who then found out that, well, they found out this guy is somewhat associated with this bad bald man in some way. We're not quite sure what. But they're quite happy to debate the bear, but as soon as they find out that the bear is actually trying to get them to debate Baldy, they run away with shit in their pants, don't they? Including this guy. Remember this guy, everybody? Remember him? This is heart surgeon Joel the Conman Khan, who's been telling us for years and years and years that veganism is absolutely the way to look after your heart health. All right, Joel, fair enough. Best of everything to you, Joel, by the way. I hope that you recover well. I hope that the surgery goes well. I I wish you a long life, because I think that people as overtly evil as you should suffer the longest possible life of being an evil, anti-humanist pig that you are. But all the best for your health, nonetheless, Mr. You know everything about heart health. Right, anyway, I've got that off my chest, so let's get away from Joel and get on with London Vikings saying happy birthday. Yes, indeed. Sir is one of the many titles I actually don't have. People often complain that I use too many titles, like Professor, Lord, Field Marshal, all of these. They're all legal titles, every one of them. They're all things that I'm legally entitled to refer to myself as, not characterizations. Angela, we love us some Angela up in here. I have an interview with Angela coming up. It's in editing. But Ted's taking his time, Angela. I'm not quite sure how to speed him up. You can't get the help. But anyway, there is an interview coming up with Angela soon. Happy birthday from Bev. Thank you very much. Happy birthday from the past. Yes, that would be yesterday in the other part of the world. Okay. Happy birthday from Fiji. Good. I've been to many places around the world, but Fiji is not one of them. Maybe one of these days I'll go to Fiji. Who knows? London Vikings' mum would have been 81 today, but we lost her 3 weeks ago. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. Yes, I'm a young pup. Yes. Not even 55 yet. It's 54 today. 54. This is not even a prime number. I've had a prime number for a year. I was in my prime. Now it's all over. I don't know. Hello there, Professor. Hello. You see, that's one of the titles I'm entitled to. That's you know, that as well as Lord and Field Marshal. Wisconsin, in the States. Very good. All over the world is representing here. This is good. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. The fully laden swallow's here. Or is it RM Guest? It's RM Guest. Right. Happy birthday, sir. I think that's been said. A birthday. Yes, this is my birthday party. It's the only one I'm getting. So, but make it good. Make it good, everybody. Ted's busy twiddling the knobs. Of course he is. Happy birthday, mate. Yes, happy birthday to you. Birthday to me. I'm going to dine out on this. Gratis befeuiltes Tagen. Från svenska. Hejsan svejsan. Tack så mycket. Right, Carnivore Invictus. I somehow managed to get back on X for the first time since the video purge. What is Ted's X handle again? Right, it's at the top of the screen on the ticker tape, which is going across the top of the screen with a yellow background and black text. And it says, @HRH_Ted. Ted is also known as Darth Correctus. He's over there correcting people who are wrong, which is everybody, it seems. And also everybody over there is from Next Tuesday. He likes using that little short 4-letter word about next Tuesday a lot. I keep telling him he should probably tone it down. It's a bit offensive. But he basically said, GF, you see you next Tuesday. So I can't do a thing with him. He's his own bear. He does his own thing. He's not me. I'm not him. He's quite keen on me debating people, though. But nobody else seems to be. Does nobody want to debate me? Is there nobody else? Is there no one? All right. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Who hasn't avoided me? Oh, you guys. Yes. Well, good. Well, none of you want to debate me, though. I think we should all debate together. What would that be? That would be a mass debate, wouldn't it? Right, moving on. Oklahoma's in the house. Warlord. Who's a warlord? Me. Happy birthday from Herbert. How did the vegan guy end up in hospital? Something to do with mitral valve needing replacement or repair in some way, apparently. This was news broken by Sean Baker on the X platform, and Darth Correctus let me know about it. He said, hey, have you seen this? Joel the Con Man Khan's in hospital because his heart's no good in some way. Who'd have thunk it? Right. I think they heard me laughing in the next country. Yes. Happy birthday from one baldy 54-year-old to another. Yes, hello. Very good. Being bald and 54 is beautiful. So it is. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Ah, well, the Germans are in the house in Berlin. How is the weather in Berlin? Right. Happy birthday, happy birthday. My LDL is super fucking high. According to whom? On the basis of what? What can I say to my doctor to get him off my back without pissing him off? You probably can't do both. There are two approaches, three approaches perhaps. One, not intelligently say, yes doctor, take the prescription, say thank you doctor, walk out of the doctor's office and never get the thing filled. Do not touch statins with a barge pole. They are a contraindicated metabolic poison that is more likely to do you harm than good because, well, they don't do anything that's good for you. Their mechanism of action is to lower the production of cholesterol in your body. That's a bad thing. And in so doing also lowers the production of a bunch of other things that you absolutely need, and as such that subjects you to an increased likelihood, it would seem, of a bunch of deleterious secondary side effects. So you really don't want to be doing that. I think that's my opinion. It doesn't have to be anybody else's. With the caveat that you must all understand that here on my channel, if you disagree with me, that will be immediately determined and deemed to be hate speech, and you will be guilty of being a bigot. And then you will get a visit late at night from Ted, and he will bring his bucket of soapy frogs and that wetsuit with the bottom cut out. You don't want that, trust me. The second approach that I can think of immediately is to say, you work for me, I'm the client, you do what I tell you to do. You don't tell me what to do. You give me your advice, the best advice that you have, which in your opinion is take these statins, and I'm going to tell you to stick those statins somewhere where the sun doesn't shine. Absolutely not under any circumstances am I going to take a contraindicated metabolic poison from you, doctor, because you've got the title doctor and told me I need it. No, I fucking don't. That's your other approach. Your third approach is to stand up immediately, say you are fired for the mere fact of even suggesting statins to me. You are incompetent to look after my health because of this. I want you to transfer my records today. We're done. How's that? All right. Happy birthday to me, and thank you for all the knowledge. You're welcome. I wish I could actually transplant it into other heads. So, I mean, some people are picking up what I'm throwing down to a larger or lesser degree. Some people are not picking up what I'm throwing down. Here's one of them. This guy is not picking up what we've been throwing down. Perhaps now he will have a slightly more open mind. Who knows? Maybe he won't. He certainly will have a more open chest, at least in the short term, depending on exactly what they need to do and how they're going to do it. They can actually almost go in through the femoral artery and feed up through to the heart and do surgery that way these days. He may not actually have to have the old chest cracked open thing, which would be better because it's much less invasive, much less of a trauma for a person to go through. We do wish you all the best, Joel, absolutely. Oh my goodness, I bet Ted might even correct me. I bet he would. Ted corrects everybody and tells them about next Tuesday. That would be fine. I am trying to study the dark side. Yes. For those that don't know, Ted is the Sith. He is the Sith master. I am but the apprentice. I do Ted's bidding, in case you didn't know. Happy birthday to me. Thank you for the 11 euros and 99 euro cents. Happy birthday. Thank you. What is that? A picture of a cake? What sort of cake is that? Yes, I'm the Field Marshal of the Meat Militia. Field Marshal is not a controlled title. Anybody can use the term Field Marshal. That's why I'm legally entitled to it, because everybody is. You can all be Field Marshal if you want, but not in the Meat Militia. There's only several Field Marshals in the Meat Militia. There's myself, Ted, of course, Air Marshal, same rank, Air Marshal Sawyer of the Meat Militia, Field Marshal DC of the Meat Militia, and Her Majesty Pym, Queen of Pirates, Vesperine, Mother of Puppies, the Unpoked, Mother of Ducks and Chickens, and everybody else around here. Except my mother. She's not my mother. My actual mother is here. So she is, helping out, because we need it. For you see, things have gone custard-shaped around here in the last few months. Ma's here to straighten it out. Good on you, Ma. Right, if the carnivore diet is healthy, that's an interesting... We'll get back to that one if we need to. How come then you have no hair? Checkmate, happy birthday. All right, so you're being sarcastic and trying to be amusing. Yes, okay, so hair is not a health issue. Good. And bald is beautiful. Happy birthday from the San Francisco Bay Area, where the Bart is. I was very near the Bart on one occasion, not that long ago, when I was in Hawaii. That wasn't when I was near the Bart. I'm still quite a way away from the Bart in Hawaii, so I was. I was on an Air New Zealand flight, I was supposed to be anyway, flying from Hawaii to Auckland, which I think you'll find is in a sort of southwesterly direction from Hawaii across the Pacific. And Air New Zealand, quite rightly as it turns out, decided to cancel that flight due to a problem with that aircraft. Good, I'm glad they did. But instead of putting me on Qantas, flying down to Australia and then hopping across from Australia to New Zealand, no, you get to fly to San Francisco. And then from San Francisco to Auckland. So completely 180 degrees, arse about face the wrong direction. Turning a 7.5-hour flight into 16. Thank you very much, Air New Zealand, you suck. Anyway, that happened. So I was in the San Francisco airport. So I was for a bit. Where it turns out they don't take cash. Who'd have thunk it? I went to a coffee stand. Sorry, we do not accept cash, it said on a sign on the counter. Right next to a jar on the counter which contains something that looked remarkably like cash. Anyway, that's what you get in California. Hejsan svejsan min prinsessa. Hur mår du bra? Hon sa gratis på födelsedagen. Yeah, well, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Good morning. Yes, it is morning here. Is it morning where you are too? Happy birthday to me. Hope you don't age like Paul Salad. I don't know. Okay. Well, I haven't done. I'm significantly older than Paul. Significantly older than Paul. Do I look as terrible as him? In some ways, some people might say I do. Well, fuck them. Right. Happy birthday to me. Can you explain what the argument for all the people who say cholesterol, LDL, ApoB, LPA cause heart disease? These are ignorant people that do not understand science, do not understand inference, do not understand cause and effect epistemology. These are people who have been sucked in by a bought and paid for compromised theology. There is no argument that they can use that supports their claim, only arguments that they say support their claim, but they actually don't. These are generally people who choose not to debate me because they know damn well that when they do debate me regarding said, I'm going to tear them at least 7 new assholes. So they run away with shit in their pants. Like this guy did. Among others. He didn't want to debate me either. And this guy's a cardiologist who clearly knows all about heart health. Anyway, all the best, Joel, once again. Happy birthday, young man. Happy birthday, young man. Does every animal have a Randall cycle? I don't know about every animal. Certainly humans do. That's all we need to know about, really. So where do I schedule a consult and how much if I decide I need one? Okay, there are several options. You can go to bit.ly/Bart-KAY. And there's a link off on that page to my Patreon subscriber service where you join as a monthly subscriber for $100, $200 or $500 depending on how many of those tiers are already full. It's the same product either way, The price goes up as the calendar gets full, basically. For that price, whichever price you're paying, you get 2 hours a month with me, give or take, where you get to book in to talk to me on Zoom, live, face-to-face, about whatever you want to, and I'll be as sensible as I possibly can. All right? Those are your several options. If you only want to speak to me the once or the twice or whatever, or 1 or 2 months worth, you can do that. It's your responsibility to cancel your subscription when you're done with me, so that you're not paying for a service you're not using. No refunds, Ted said. Happy birthday, bud. Yes, I will be later. Oh, that's not what you meant. Okay. Daniela Pasquale. Happy birthday. Daniela Pasquale. That's a top name, Daniela Pasquale. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Probably haven't. Love it. Love it. All right. Honestly, knowledge transplanting is the future. Oh, God. I hope not. I wish I could, my knowledge, but the thing is I don't trust anybody else. Trust me. I'm the science. Me. I'm safe and effective. Never question the science. I'm going to dine out on this all day, and so I should. And tomorrow too, because it's still my birthday in parts of the world tomorrow. Right. Question. Curious. Good. That's the best thing to be when you're asking questions. For folks who have high BP, blood pressure, eating high carb with coffee, is it more harmful? Yes, absolutely. Due to fast heart rate with high BP, might be a stupid question. No, it's not a stupid question. You're quite right. High carb is very, very bad for blood pressure, all else being equal, because of the insulin axis thing, and elevated sort of contractility due to the calcium channel activation thing on coffee is perhaps not so good. So yeah, good. All right, another question. We like questions. Can a carnivore diet consisting of 90% fat, 10% protein raise blood glucose? Yes, it can, depending on how much of that food you eat. Absolutely, because gluconeogenesis is a thing. A lady online said the effect of those ratios led her to inject more insulin. I assume she was type 2. Well, she was probably eating too much food then. And or she was injecting insulin inappropriately. Happy birthday to me. Hugo has been a member for 21 months. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Congratulations. Thank you. I presume you mean on my birthday. Surviving another year in the mad, mad world of Pimbartiashire. Yes, apparently I am CIA, according to Frank Tefano, otherwise known as Frank Tefanus. Apparently I'm CIA. Oi! It's only the 28th on the up above. I know that. I mentioned it. I'm from the future. Me, I live in the down south where it's the 29th. I did that with a cardiologist. Which one? I had because he kept pushing statins even though I didn't need them. Drove by the pharmacy and tossed the script in the shredder. Very good. You should also basically fire that physician. The only way these individuals will learn is if they get fired. Right, happy birthday from all of Miss Patricia. Thank you very much. My doctors tried to stop me being on a carnivore diet. Why do you have more than one doctor? Why do you have even one doctor? What do you need a doctor for? And what makes you think doctors are qualified to speak to you about diet? They're not. At all. Not a jot. That's not their area of expertise. I got rid of last 3 doctors over 3 years that told me to take statins for cholesterol. Good. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. It's not your birthday, Ted. It's mine. Ted was born before me because he was given to me when I was born. So he must have been. Unless you count me being made 9 months prior to being born. Well, actually 8 because my mother can't count. That's another story for another day. Dear oh dear. Right. £9.99. Thank you, Mr. Beaumont. Happy birthday. Thank you. Might be a loss with all the old eels, though. Make it count. I shall. And today I shall be mostly wearing this house coat. All right. Hello from Chechnya. Hello. Hello, Mark. Thank you, RM Guest, for the $10 squids. I did that with the card. Right, yes, we've heard that. Very good. Now you've paid for it as well. Ha ha! Happy birthday. Thank you. Paul Saladino has aged like Obi-Wan Kenobi. 40 years and 20. Question. Is there really a difference in terms of health in A1 and A2 dairy? Should we avoid A1? It's very individual. Really is. Your mileage will vary. FAFO, which stands for mess around and find out, doesn't it? Yeah, I know, hey. How's it going, Joel? Your heart-healthy diet. That veganism and stuff. How's that going for you, son? All the best, Joel. We genuinely hope that this resolves well for you and you get better. We really do. Yes. Well, I certainly do. I don't know what anyone else thinks. Yeah. I don't wish ill of anybody so much. A couple of politicians down here and a couple up there. Well, more than a couple. Actually, I'm just lying. I really do wish ill to quite a large number of peoples. Joel isn't really one of them. He's an evil piece of shit. But nonetheless, he's not the same sort of evil piece of shit as some of these politicians. Anyway, the difference between Joel and these other evil pieces of shit is that Joel is giving people disinformation that will likely lead to poor health and death before their time. And that's evil, and he should not be lauded for that, and I'm not. The difference between that and these politicians are, they're not just giving advice that's bad. They were mandating things. They were bullying. They were taking away people's human rights. And for that, they ought to swing. All of them. Rope is cheap. And in unconnected news, full stop. New topic, rope is cheap. That's just an unconnected news. Anyway, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. The one thing I'm not, though, is a sir. To be a sir, you have to be knighted. Kniggeted. I haven't been kniggeted. Anyway, happy birthday, Mr. Bartholomew, or Professor Bartholomew, or Dr. Bartholomew, or Lord Bartholomew, or Field Marshal Bartholomew, or all of those. They're all titles I have. Checking in from Estonia. Good. Tellin, after 22 at night here. Stay as you are. I shall stay as I am. Until I don't. Anymore. Happy birthday to me. I was just wondering if you could tell me how to prepare an argument against vegetables on the menu at my college and in favour of more meat being on the menu. There isn't one that they will accept. The powers that be. They will not act on your suggestions that meat is good and vegetables are bad. They will look at you as if you have two heads. They'll think you're nuts and don't know what you're talking about because everybody knows vegetables are good for you, and they will continue to have vegetables on the menu. You could say, well, you cater for vegans by not having meat. Why don't you cater for carnivores by not having vegetables? And also, nobody, I don't believe, is actually forcing you to eat vegetables. Just because they're on the menu doesn't mean you have to eat them, does it? You can not eat them. Couldn't you? Thoughts on Philip Randall's original papers? Well, Sir Philip Randall proposed the outline of the mechanism of the Randall cycle, which he didn't call the Randall cycle, obviously. He called it the glycerol fatty acid cycle. It was later named for him because he was the first to propose its existence. And he did some of the base work around objectively showing that it's very likely that it does exist. That's really all those papers do. The real question is, could Randall give everyone a bicycle? No, he's dead. He can't give anybody anything. Happy birthday from Darkfield Carnivore. Right. Okay. Would you rather live with Durian Rider, Luke Haleman vegan gains for 1 week? I would not subject myself to a week with Harley Johnson, neither with Richard Burgess. So that leaves Haleman as the winner. Where are you, Haleman? Are you still with us? Do you still live? Are you around? I haven't heard from you. Luke! Where are you? Don't know. Why don't you steel man veganism for the lols? That's not my sense of humour. I couldn't do it. What's your birthday meal? It's chicken-based preparation that my ma is making. Thank you, ma. Followed by relatively carnivorous cake. Possibly some ginger wine, which is not carnivore. But get fucked, it's my birthday. I'll do what I like. Happy birthday to me. Do you agree with Chafee's idea that in order to burn more fat, you increase the amount of fat you consume? Sure. All else being equal, that's fine. He says even go up to 3-to-1 fat to protein ratio. I am not a fan of ratios or ratioing or measuring anything. I am a fan of following your instincts, hunger and satiety. I'm also not a fan of shotgun testing of things, labs-wise or bloods-wise or any of that kind of nonsense. I am a fan of treating people according to their affect, and those people treating themselves according to their instincts, so long as they're ignoring the instinct to waft down a bunch of carbohydrates or plant material. We have a super sticker from Talon Carnivore, €11.99 worth. Twice. Thank you. There we go. There we go. The second. Did you mean to do that twice? I'll take it twice. Geez, the echo in here is quite good, and we've kind of talked about the Randall cycle a bit, but it's a slightly different question, so fair enough. I'm so curious to know your opinion regarding the Randall cycle. Well, have you watched my playlist on it? Because it's about 12 to 15 hours worth of my opinion about the Randall cycle. They're in that playlist alone on my channel already available. There's no need for you to wonder. You could go and watch that playlist and you'll know exactly what my opinion on the Randall cycle is. As that relates to light, environment, EMF, and lastly, do these matter more than nutrition or what? No, they don't. There is absolutely no way that light is more important than nutrition. No. Wrong, Jack Cruz. Absolutely wrong. False. Okay? No way in the world. Yes, light is important. The quantum stuff is absolutely important to understand, yes. But to then say it's more important than the food you put in, absolute fucking nonsense. No. No, 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 no. Jack Cruz. No. Okay. How to prevent overeating to maintain steady weight loss gain. Instincts. Once you've been clean of carbohydrates for a few months, your instincts on hunger and satiety will be very, very accurate. Are you a creep like me? I hope so. I don't want any normal people watching my show. If you're normal, get out. All right. Happy birthday, Professor. Good work on nutrients subject. All right. Thank you. Whatever that is. What are the most common and not so common causes for low blood pressure? A lack of sympathetic vagal tone is one. Various pathologies can lead directly or indirectly to a lowered blood pressure. Body posture affects your blood pressure immediately, pretty much. A significant and prolonged period of the wrong body posture can change your blood pressure. Microgravity environments can affect your blood pressure. Various toxins and or recreational substances can do it. A diet which causes chronically lower release of insulin can lower your blood pressure, either to a useful range from a high range or from a pathological range to a normal range. It's the dose that makes the poison on everything, isn't it? Okay. Yes. Would you recommend water fasting for ±4 days as a carnivore? Depends. It's very individual. There are indications for fasting in certain individuals at certain times. 4 days of fasting is no big deal for most people. You can do it if you like. But whether or not it's indicated, don't know. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Are you cleaning up your food intake? Yes, it will be after today. After today. Thank you very much. My doctors tried to stop me being a full carnivore because they don't know that it completely helps maintain my muscle mass. Doctors don't know dick about fuck regarding nutrition in general. 1 meal a day, up to 500 grams. Wagyu a day. Ooh, you must be rich. Had to prove them being totally wrong. Good on you. What are your favourite non-carnivore foods? Beer. Dirty beer, which I drink non-alcoholic beer these days if I'm going to drink beer. Which in effect is not actually non-alcoholic, it's just very, very low alcohol. Who'd have thunk it? What else do I like? Like the next person, I like sugary nonsense. It's kind of a hardwired thing in humans to seek after sugary nonsense. Doesn't mean it's good for you. We couldn't actually get it very often at all as we evolved. I don't mind a potato chops. I don't mind French fries. Don't mind a bit of rice. I don't know, I'm almost over it these days. Oh, bread. I quite like bread. But bread is the worst thing for me to eat. Absolutely the worst. Yeah. Okay. My mum had a small tumour in her intestine. All good. Okay. Because we have this family history, they say I shouldn't eat red meat because it causes cancer. What would you tell them? I would tell them that that statement is absolute fucking nonsense, without a scrap of evidence to support it. Rubbish. That's what I would say. Happy birthday to me. All the best, thank you. I'll take all the best. Anyone that wants to send me all the best, I'll take it. Absolutely. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. What do you think about eating organs? Do you not watch my channel? Are you just watching this show? Are you not a regular? You should be a regular. It's great, my channel. It will answer that question for you. Yeah. Happy birthday, question mark. It's been okay so far. It's only 9:38 a.m. What is your most courageous goal for next year of your life? Making it to 55. And what is the day of birth not considered first birthday? Yes, it's the 0th, isn't it? You're right. It's like when they have a set of laws, like the laws of thermodynamics, and they go, "Whoops, there's an extra one. Let's put it in there and call it the 0th." You're quite right. I hadn't really thought about goals for the year. I tell you what. Here we go. Here's an important goal for the year. I want, excuse me, I want to be vastly more effective in the next 12 months at several things. Number one, I want to be vastly more visible than I have been. That's not really immediately within my sphere of control. It's an algorithm-based thing, but I can change a few things up, do a few things that might help with that, so that I can get in front of more sets of eyes and ears to get my message across to more people. Why do I want to do that? Because I really genuinely believe that it is my responsibility to serve humanity by pointing to the charlatans, by pointing to the people giving false disinformation out, by naming, shaming and taking the piss out of and making fun of people, who say absolutely this is the way it is, this is what's good for you, arrogantly and ignorantly, who then often themselves end up in positions where they should probably have a think about themselves, shouldn't they, Joel? For example, I think it's vital that I share what I know so that people can for themselves discern when they're being lied to by criminals like this one. For example, I think that's an important goal. Another important goal is I want you all to understand. I am not promoting Sarul products because I want to be wealthy. You can get wealthy promoting Sarul products if you have enough pull. I don't have enough pull. I'm having a tremendous pull, as it were. Thank you, Ted. You just carry on. Why do I want you all to be taking Sarul? Because it is what it says it is. It does what it says it does. Your body renews and repairs itself on a daily basis using a system of adult stem cells that every single day that we're alive slows down. Isn't that terrible? It's one of the reasons we age and eventually die. Sarul is a product that reverses that trend. It causes your body to renew and repair itself. It causes you to have a larger circulating supply of adult stem cells than you otherwise would have had, and that is universally a great thing for your body's renewal and repair process. There are multiple anecdotal stories of people who have done or who have experienced incredible changes in their life and their health status coincident with taking this product. And I am one of those people myself. That's why I'm promoting it. Not for the money. Let me prove that it's not for the money. Here it is. I want every single one of you on Sarul products starting today if you're not already. I do not want you paying for it out of your own pocket. In the first instance, you may have to, because you won't have the option. But all of you do have the option to get a decent supply of Sarul products into yourselves on a monthly basis without paying for it. How do you do that? You join me. I will complete your training. No, you join my business, my Sarul business, as an IBO, an independent business owner, which means that you are basically a franchisee of what I'm doing, with exactly all the same rights and privileges that I've got. Okay? It means you can on-sell product to others. Find 3 customers who don't want to be involved in that thing that you're in. Set them up on a monthly wellness pack of Stem Enhance, Plasma Flow, and Cyactive. Yours is now free, ongoingly. This is not for a limited time. This is not a promotion. This is a company policy. I want you on this product. I do not want you paying for it. Get it done. That's your birthday gift to me and to yourselves. Okay, so it's not for the money. Right. Happy birthday to me. Go buy your Sarul. Right. Do you believe the poor political leadership worldwide is a globalist method implemented to facilitate the vestigialization of our democratic systems? Yes. Because these tards have made me check out. Yes, it's not, I don't believe that, it's a fact. There is a global cabal that's trying to destroy humanity. Absolutely. And they are doing it with very, very cleverly put together, very, very expertly executed mass psychosis formation procedures and policies. They absolutely have taken control of the narrative, etc., etc., etc. Yes. Are they criminals who need to swing? Yes. And in unconnected news, rope is not very expensive. Excuse me. Someone told me in response to seed oils, look at Japan, which has massive seed oil consumption, but none of the issues the haters talk about. Nonsense. They don't have none of those issues. Who told you that? According to whom, on the basis of what? That's how I'd respond. Who told you that? Do you know every single Japanese person alive? Can you sensibly, seriously talk about the outcomes of Japanese people in any way except what is published somewhere that claims to talk about what the Japanese people experience? Goodness sake. Right. Do you have the names and addresses of the people who thought up this assault on humanity? Some of them. In the field of nutrition? Some of them. I'll meet you there then. Well, you'll meet Ted there. Ted is my champion. Unless there's a debate to be had, in which case I'm his. But for everything else, Ted does all the administrative correction of others. We'll leave it to Ted. How is Ted going to celebrate your birthday today? Well, he's doing it right now. He's twiddling the knobs. Again, because somebody has to. And he has one job to do, is twiddle the knobs. Does Ted? Good boy. Why the knobs are down there, I don't know. They probably should be on the desktop, shouldn't they? Then I could stop going like this and saying, twiddle the knobs, Ted, there's a good boy. Maybe that's why that's where they're down there, maybe. I don't know. If someone wanted to fast-track their fat loss, what would you suggest? It depends individually on what their situation is, where they're coming from and where they want to get to by when. Carnivore would be a good idea. Cardio, absolutely not. Under no circumstances would I suggest cardio is a good idea. Less food, depends on how much food they are currently eating and what food they're eating. It's one of those questions we need much more details to answer sensibly. What made you have a low-carb approach before carnivore? Well, I'll tell you what. Watch my channel, because I've spoken about this many hundreds of times over the last about 8 years that I've been a social media influencer, both here on YouTube's, and also you'll find my previous videos that used to be on YouTube's that are no longer on YouTube's because of YouTube's changing the rules and applying the rules to videos that didn't break the rules before they were posted but suddenly did once they changed the rules, and then they wanted to apply the rules to those as well. That's good. You'll find those on Odyssey, Odyssee. So it's been covered many, many times. Go and watch those. Binge watch them. You'll love them. They're great. Where is Harry? In Tasmania, I imagine. And the others on the round table of Pinbatia. Wow. Ted and I are here. What else do you want? When you do go back to cleaner carnivore, well, tomorrow, you said you ate too much carbs recently. I really did. I really, really did. I've been terrible. It's been terrible. My health has suffered. My body has suffered. It's my birthday, so fuck it. Tomorrow is a new year. What would you say is the ideal water we should be consuming? In what respect? Again, we need much more information to be able to answer your question. On the topic, how much does light matter? I hear stuff about flickering fluorescent lights being the devil. They can be a real problem, yes. But are they more important than food? Absolutely not still, Jack Cruz. No. Happy birthday to me. Ah, love from Norway. Hello, Norway. Hejsan svejsan. Humor du. I know that's Swedish, but whatever. Very bad Swedish, but Swedish nonetheless. You know what I mean. Norwegians and Swedish can understand each other mostly, can't they? Happy birthday to me. Happy, happy birthday. Anyone would think it was my birthday. Best wishes from Italy, Prof. Where's Italy, Prof? Is that somewhere near the actual Italy? Boom-boom-ch, I'm here a week. Have you ever considered have someone make visualizers for your lessons? I think it would help digital reach a lot. It's all about money, it's all about time, it's all about being a control freak, and it's all about, it doesn't seem to matter what I do. Al Gore and his rhythms are not in line with my rhythms. I do not espouse accepted narrative, and as such I get hammered for it. Is there any significance between synthetic sweeteners and cancer as people claim? Possibly. That's the best we can do. There is no evidence that can tell us yes or no. Have I tried biltong? Yes, many times. When is the next Vegan Gains debate? I doubt that he will front up again. Maybe he will. Maybe he's that stupid. He's already shown how stupid, how genuinely stupid, how absolutely destitute of the first semblance of intelligence he is. He is the dumbest motherfucker on this planet, bar none, I would say. He's also got a very, very serious ego problem, actually born of his quite serious lack of self-confidence, it seems. So all we can do really is feel a bit sorry for Richard Burgess. Well, we would if he wasn't behaving like such a cunt, wouldn't we? Anyway, Richard, you cunt. Happy birthday to me. How often would you recommend to do a prolonged fast? It depends very much on the individual, where they are, where they want to get to, what the reasons are, etc. 36 hours roughly once a week. Okay, well, if you want to, but it depends individually as to whether that's a good idea or not. Do you subscribe to the fact that you are starving yourself instead of listening to your intuition? No, I don't. Yep. But it was done a long time ago. Happy birthday from Portugal. Love it. Sorry, I meant to say circadian rhythm, not Randall cycle. So what's your opinion on it? Circadian rhythm is a thing, yes. It can be affected by light, absolutely, yes. Is it more important to have proper circadian rhythm and daily sunlight than nutrition? No! Nutrition is still the most important thing. It plays the biggest role in people's overall health, bar no other factor. All else being relatively equal in a normal sort of a lifestyle. If someone eats 2 meals a day, is it better to eat the majority of the protein in one meal for insulin and electrolytes? Yes. Oxymoron, non-carnivore foods, yes indeed. How often do you think you should eat in a day to build muscle optimally? Once. Is there a difference in OMAD versus 2 versus 3 meals a day for building muscle? It seems so. That's anecdotal. Happy birthday to me. Will you and Ted be coming in person again to the Adelaide convention this year? We will not, sadly. Too busy. Too much going on. What cheap... No, we've already had that one. We've already had that question. I've given you the answer already. It's still the same answer. If you could ask any health official a question and they had to answer honestly, who would you ask and what? I have no questions of health officials. None of them are worth shit. Taxomeki. Taxomeki. Who am I do, bro? People get told not to eat red meat because of hemochromatosis. Well, that doesn't make any sense. But doesn't less vitamin C make your body excrete extra iron? Lamo. Laughing my ass off. Possibly. Again, case by case. These kind of sweeping definitive generalizations are inappropriate scientifically. Okay. Now, we went through my list of titles earlier, didn't we? Field Marshal, Professor, My Lord, Doctor, not Barty Boy. Goodness gracious. I'm kidding. How's the farm? It's like painting the harbour bridge. Really? You fix things, other things break, you fix those things, more things break. You think you're on top of it, and then you fall into the river. Buy a farm, they said. It'll be awesome, they said. Whew. We've been through the lot, really. Floods, droughts, health problems, and animal health problems. Human health problems, we've had those too, with various people here on the farm, including one medical emergency that required the provision of a chopper. Get to the chopper. Yes. I've had it all. Okay, what is the needed amount of fat for a dog? Okay, I'm not an expert in dog nutrition. When are you going to make more videos about Cyrus Cum Splatter? Those are hilarious. Oh, when I can be asked. Yes, Cum Splatter is absolutely fucking ridiculous, isn't he? In every respect. Absolutely everything that comes out of his ignorant gob is stupid, ignorant, contraindicated, dangerous misinformation. His lack of self-awareness is stunning as to his own health status and position, and, you know, should he be talking to people about... He's just like this guy in terms of that. Here's another guy that shouldn't be talking to others about maintaining their health. Should you, Joel? Will you withdraw from public life now? I hope so. That'll be doing everyone a favour, you criminal, anti-human pig. We wish you the best for your health, though, Joel. We really do. What are your thoughts on Tim Spector, UK nutrition figurehead? Tim Spector is another criminally incompetent, anti-humanist piece of shit. He's a dumbass vegan motherfucker. What else do you want? Yeah. Damn, I just realised Bart is the same age as my dad. What the hell? There you go. See? No clue why he isn't doing this. He gets the concept. I guess brainwashing and food addiction is that bad. Yes. For some people, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Same birthday as Fantasy Worlds. March 29th, 1991. No, I was born quite a bit earlier than 1991. Same day, perhaps. Not the same year. No. Right. When I look up the first law of thermodynamics, what comes up is the equation you state. Yes. Where does Leighton, his name's Lame, and it's not Leighton either. It's Lane, but we call him Lame with an M. Lame Norton. Where does Lame Norton get the matter being destroyed or created idea? Well, Lame Norton is criminally incompetent from first principles. The first law of thermodynamics is a first principle. Anyone who wants to know what the first law of thermodynamics says can look it up. Hint, there are no words in the first law of thermodynamics. It is a mathematical equation, as you have correctly posited there. There are a number of things described in that equation, and they are the change in energy within a closed thermodynamic system, mass and heat. Not mass and heat. Not mass and heat at all. There's no mass mentioned in the first law of thermodynamics. Whoops, Lame Norton. Mass is explicitly excluded from the sum. It's work and heat, not mass. Oh dear, how sad. Never mind. Where does he get the idea? Well, he probably got the idea from listening to someone else who's also criminally incompetent, who told him that mass is conserved and that the first law of thermodynamics talks about the conservation of mass, which it doesn't. And by the way, mass is not conserved. Ask anyone that was in Hiroshima, Japan on the morning of the 6th of August 1945. They'll tell you. If there's anybody still alive that was there at that time. There are still some, I think. Not many, but they are around. Okay, right, that's Lame Norton dealt with. Right, let's just deal with the super chat action from Grandma. Thank you, Grandma. We love us some Grandma up in here, don't we? Yes, we do. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Yes, it'll do. I don't need a card. A nice, colourful super chat. Love it. Thank you, Grandma. Right, what was I up to? A bit more super chat action here as well. As a survivor of the thing that is done, I would say Gates, Fauci, Collins and others in control should be in prison. Well, at least. At the very least. And once again, in unconnected news, rope is very, very cheap indeed. Rope is much, much cheaper than housing someone in a prison cell. In unconnected news. Just saying. Right. Would you say it is ideal to avoid oh God. Watch my goddamn channel. Binge watch my channel. I've spoken about this hundreds of times on my channel. Watch it. That's how I make money. No, it isn't. I'm lying again. You should see the pay I get from AdSense, from YouTube's. It's absolutely not only pathetic, it's insulting. Nonetheless, watch it and you'll know the answer to that question. And share my information out to others who need to see it. Yes, I won't be having steak today. It's a chicken-based dish today. Indeed. No group on the planet is entirely... Of course, because people have individual health statuses, don't they? Yes, we've had that question already as well. Yes, thank you. Well, Ted's all about the knobs, to be honest. Let's be fair. Ted is absolutely fixated on twiddling the knobs. So as such, he hasn't got time to seek out a wife. If I wasn't clear as to my meaning there, that should be clear. Alright, if we didn't make agriculture and stayed hypercarnivorous, yes, do you think we could have been a type 1 civilization now? Don't know. It seems that, like, civilizations always find a way of destroying themselves from the inside out in some way or another. Yes, thumbs up. Best wishes from Germany. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. That's where you... No, there's no... That's the wrong spelling, though. It's S-E-E. Odyssey. Odyssey is where you'll find my legendary stuff. Odyssey.com. Look for Bart K Nutrition Science Watchdog channel. That's where all my old videos that aren't on YouTube anymore are. And the reason for that, as I said, is because YouTube changed the rules on what's acceptable in a video. And they started dishing out penalties to videos that were posted before that rule was changed. That makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? Right. Johnny Ovadia says, I'm 189 centimetres, male, 78 kilograms, and want to get down to 72. Why? For what reason? I eat 500 grams of 97.3 beef and 12 eggs a day, and some butter and cheese. Any suggestions on how I can lose the fat the fastest? Yes. Stump up for a consultation with me. That's a very individualised question, talking about your exact mileage and your goals exactly. That's best handled in a one-on-one consultation. bit.ly/BART-KAY. There you go. I have watched hundreds of Odyssey videos of Bart. Good. I confirm they are even better than some of the more recent ones. Yes, well, I have to behave myself a bit more now. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Am I sure I'm 54? Yes. I look 39. How rude. Do I look 39? Do I look that old? Really? Jay Dyer is terrible. Okay. Is pork meat much less nutrient rich than beef? Not hugely. Vagina stains. Well. What musicians' music do you tend to listen to? Hard rock, indie rock. My proclivities have shifted over the years as music has evolved over the years. I used to be into 80s hard rock, glam metal, that stuff that Pim refers to as poodle rock. Poodle, you know. I used to play a lot of guitar and sing in poodle rock bands in the 80s and 90s. Not so much these days. Nowadays, I love bands like Alter Bridge, the first 4 albums, the rest after that. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Stop it. Go back to what you were doing. It was working. Breaking Benjamin, love it. Stained, love it. 3 Days Grace, featuring Adam Gontier, not featuring Matt Walsh, and certainly not featuring Matt Walsh and Adam Gontier. I'm talking about the Adam Gontier years. In other words, obviously Saint Asonia, therefore, given that it's a band made up of members of Stained and 3 Days Grace, largely, a few others as well. And a bunch of other more obscure, well, like just all that kind of stuff. Love it. Love it. There you go. If anybody wants to see my playlist, I think it's linked on my About page on the YouTube channel. You can actually, I think it's on the community tab maybe. You can see my music playlist there of stuff I like. And more or less. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. What do you tell someone if you were me? Well, I'm not you, so I don't know. That tells you you need plants because they have phytonutrients and antioxidants. Well, number one, no, you don't need antioxidants from food. No. Antioxidants, you have a large suite of antioxidants that your body creates itself. Protein-based ones. So, no. You can grind yourself electrically to the earth, and you should. That takes care of that. Phytonutrients is a buzz term. The exact dietary requirement for phytonutrients in the human diet is none at all ever. Not one. Okay? If you insist on OMAD, I don't insist on anything, except that the knobs get twiddled, Ted. Good boy. You do you. I'm not in a position to tell anybody what to do. Maybe I insist on it for myself from time to time. Other days I'll eat more than once because I feel like it. I'm that kind of rebellious. I won't even do what I tell me. Anyway. How to make sure I get enough food in and not over fast where I'm physically hungry and full simultaneously. Well, follow your instincts. Yeah. Happy birthday, happy birthday. You're late. Report to me after class. Down the back. By that small guillotine. Ha 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 ha. Right, I'm going to go and twiddle the knobs. Good boy. Ooh, good boy. Right. Who? What? Con! Looking well, son. Looking well. The vegan diet has been good for you. We wish you the best. Still. Oh, God. Watch from the beginning. You want some Bart K shorts on the TikToks? I don't do TikToks. Thank you very much. Omg. I just realised, thanks to previous commenter, that it is also my father's birthday. Is this coincidence or fate? Well, there are only 365 days in a year. 356 every fourth year. Is this coincidence or fate? You are like our professorial father. Luke, I am your father. Join us. We will complete your training. Something, something dark side. Something, something complete. Happy birthday from France. Very good. Are you French? Yes, I'm French. Right. My grandson is 1 today. Does that mean he was born today on his 1th? Or does it mean he was born a year ago and this is his 1th? We were talking about that earlier, weren't we? Right. Ted does not accept apologies. No, I don't. Down the back of class, afterwards. You know the drill. Iowa is in the house. Good. Who is beautiful Wendy? Which Wendy is beautiful? Many Wendy's are, I'm sure. Happy birthday, thank you. Big 60 bomb. What? Are you suggesting I'm 60? I'm not. Not yet. Goodness. Yes, it's being done. The book writing is happening in the background. See, the thing is, I'm trying to run a farm. run a cerebral business, run a YouTube channel, and do one-on-one consultancies. When do you think I get time to write a book? Anyway. And books generally suck. My book won't. My book will be the best book ever. But, anyway. Right. Oh yeah, good question. Is it? What do you think about this? Eat 30 plants a day, that keeps being pushed in the UK. Well, that's a stupid idea. People say, yeah, but Spectre has a PhD. So? So does Mike Imbecile. He's got one too. The PhD doesn't mean you know what you're talking about. Most of the time it means you absolutely don't know what you're talking about. I have 3 advanced research degrees. And I do know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you have to have 3 of them. By the way, none of my degrees are PhD. Just so you know, I've never claimed to have a PhD. Ever. A lot of people say, oh, you haven't got a PhD, prove you've got a PhD. I never said I have a PhD. Ever. I have 3 different terminal research degrees. At the level of a PhD, or better as far as I'm concerned. None of them are PhD. Okay? Goodness gracious, this isn't hard to understand. Right. So he has a PhD and he says we need fibre. Well, that's bullshit. I don't care who says you need fibre. It doesn't change the fact that you don't need fibre in your diet. Neither does it matter how many PhDs or any other qualifications a person has. If they say something that is false, i.e. you need fibre in your diet, it is false. Doesn't matter who says it. Right. Can you explain why you're so against cardio? Yes, I have done many, many times. Watch my fucking channel! For God's sake! Happy birthday to me. Yes, I know. I know, Ted. It gets frustrating, doesn't it? I see. Ted is married to his occupation. Yes, twiddling of the knobs, the knob twiddler. Also, he's the Sith Lord. He provides the training. Yep. He's quite specialist. Yes. Looking after my knobs is a hard task, I can tell you. Goodness gracious. Many people have tried over the years. Few of them have met the correct standard of knob twiddling. A few of them have. I regret losing those people. Birthdays are a time of reflection, aren't they? That was not great thinking. Why did I do that? Anyway, let's not get too maudlin. Let's get back to the happy birthday wishes. Yes. I'll tell you who else might be second-guessing some of his choices in his life so far. This guy. Maybe he is. Again, we wish you the best, Joel. We really do. Still. Even though you are an anti-human, ignorant, arrogant piece of shit who should shut the fuck up publicly about diet, we still wish you the best as a person. Even though you are an evil piece of shit. How long does it take for your body to bounce back from a day or 2 of carb abuse? Depends. Your mileage will vary. It's a little bit individual. Some people are more sensitive than others. Me, I'm terribly sensitive. Absolutely. Very thin-skinned I am. According to some. Right. Have you ever looked into Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson's work on civilizations before the agricultural revolution? I have not. Ridiculously interesting and borderline irrefutable. Jolly good. I'm glad. I don't consume bone marrow or bone broth personally. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think there's any particular benefit in so doing. There are some potential issues with bone broths depending on where the animals have been sourced, etc., and what they were fed during their lives, etc. I've also covered that hundreds and hundreds of times on my channel already too. Watch my fucking channel. Binge watch it, people. Bust my numbers. Make the YouTube sit up and pay attention. My God! Everybody's watching Baldy. Make them. Do it. Put put my videos on fucking loop. Yes, right. Okay. Lol. I'm listening to very depressing music, mostly Elliott Smith. I don't know who Elliott Smith is. Sorry. Do you eat frogs' legs and snails and butter? No. Do some reaction videos to Brian Johnson? Maybe one day. Maybe. What causes dark eye circles? Many different things can. Fine. So is a bunch of sugar. Does that mean you need that, or it's good for you in some way? Sugar is obviously worse than bone marrow. I'm not suggesting that bone marrow and broth are as bad as sugar, but I'm suggesting that just because something tastes good doesn't mean it is good, does it? Right. Now I just thought of something. Good. Could Darth be a valid surname for yourself? You are, of course, Ted's apprentice. Well, he's Darth Correctus. Do you prefer Michael Jackson or Prince? If I had to choose between those two, I'd probably go with Prince over Michael Jackson in terms of musically. That's just a purely individual thing. Field Marshal. We were mentioning you earlier when we were listing the various Field Marshals of the Meat Militia. Here's Field Marshal Dave of the Meat Militia. Dave, you are still AWOL. There is still work to be done here in Pimbartia. Ted is very cross. He told me so. He said, I'm very cross. Dave is not here. Where is Dave? Dave is fucking AWOL. Good boy, you twiddle the knobs. Yes, thank you for the birthday wishes. Anyways, we'll see you possibly soon. Watch the space. Do you have children? No, I don't. Although there are several living here and hereabouts. I don't have any of my own. Nearly once. Didn't work out that way. I never actually wanted any. In fact, I steadfastly did not want to have children of my own and be responsible for children. Some people most people have a biological imperative. I must have children. My life is not complete if I don't have children. My biological imperative was always, I must not have children. I must not. So I didn't. It nearly happened once by mistake. Anyways, that's another story. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. I have had great results with Crohn's and ankylosing spondylitis. Awesome! What did you do? Carnivore diet or carnivore diet plus 4 other health hacks? There are 5 health hacks for people in general, not just those with ankylosing spondylitis and or Crohn's disease. Yeah, don't repeat your questions. Happy birthday to me. My music playlist is legit. Yes, it is. You should go and look at it. It's really good, I think, because it's got the stuff on it I like. And some of the stuff that I don't mind but don't actually necessarily like. It's a very large playlist because I've put them all together. It's on. I think it's in the community tab on my YouTube channel. You can go and look at it and see what kind of stuff I like. Thoughts on people saying you don't need carbs for exercise, but if you want to train optimally and have the most energy, build muscle, etc., you need them. They are wrong. That is a false statement. It is not true. You do not require carbs to train at your absolute maximum intensity and to perform at your absolute maximum. What you need is to be properly fat adapted, which takes time. So yes, when you drop the carbs out as an athlete, there will be a trough in your performance for a period of time, after which your performance will return to baseline or better on a non-carbohydrate diet. There you go. Okay, that's very subjective as to who's the best whatever. And I don't think anyone is trying to replace Michael Jackson. Except this one bloke who was on The Voice somewhere around the world a while back, who came on and started singing Earth Song. And like the first note that came out of his mouth, all 4 chairs, this is Michael Jackson! Has he come back? It wasn't. It was someone that sounds exactly like Michael Jackson. Anyway, that's for another day. Don't forget about Odyssey, and that's not how it's spelt. S-E-E. O-D-Y-S-E-E, I think it is. I don't think it's even two S's, just one S and two E-Es. Odyssey. Yeah. Happy birthday to me. Dum 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 dum. That's a more nuanced answer to the one I gave. Yes, absolutely, you do need carbs for exercise, but you need carbs for exercise of all intensities. And yes, your body makes those carbs itself. You don't need any in your diet, which is the context of the question. Did you ever complete that shed you were building? Yes. And then it was broken down and moved to the new property when we came here, and it was put up again here. So there you go. Again, I invite you to watch my channel, binge watch my channel, for I have spoken about Spheriae goatus on multiple occasions and given my clear opinion on that individual many, many times in the past. My calves and ankles are itchy, though I don't know why. It's driving me crazy. It could be a number of different things, but that sounds like immediately you'd go, oh, okay, you're reacting to something. Either in your diet or in your environment, most likely. Happy birthday from Poland. Everyone's in the house. Nice. Oh, Grandma's Wendy. Okay, I didn't know your name was Wendy, Grandma. Now I know. Now I shall only ever call you Wendy. And yes, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, it's true. Would Ted still punish me if I was 0.00001 nanoseconds late to the slide? Probably not. Ted is quite forgiving. He doesn't make himself out to be, but he really is. Contraindicated was a great book. Yes, it was. Contraindicated by young Edward Goki. It's a great book. No, that book doesn't suck. I said books in general suck, and that my book won't suck. I didn't say that nobody else's book doesn't suck too. Eddie's book doesn't suck. There you go. Yes. We have a Dr. Ken Berry fan in the house, clearly. Hello from Greece. Wow, goodness gracious. All over the world's in the house. Treats should be premeditated. Yes, I agree. And Pim agrees. Fuck, really? Seriously? Watch my goddamned motherfucking channel. Okay? Every fucking week. Right. Right. It's hard to watch all your videos. No, it isn't. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Thousands. Many, many hours. But you could, if you wanted to. Yes. Happy birthday to me. When and how did you realize that carbs are bad? Okay. About 1997, give or take. Perhaps 1996. That's when I started looking into it, reading what I could read about it, learning what I could learn about it, and I was like, oh yes, carbs are bad. What? Okay. Do you think many mental disorders start with the wrong food? Yes. I look decades younger than Kevin from Hair Cafe at 54. Do I? He's an imbecile, by the way. That bloke is an absolutely ridiculous, arrogant Dunning-Kruger sufferer of the highest order. He's one of many, but my word, is that an arrogant, ignorant dickhead. Yes, he is. Dr. Chafee says we don't need any supplements. But do we need vitamin D, or is it enough with carnivore? Anthony Chafee is correct when he says that in general, a person on a sensible carnivorous diet does not need any nutritional supplements. And he should be clear about that. People absolutely do need cereal supplements. They are not nutritional, they are nutraceutical, they are what they say they are, they do what they say they do. Every single goddamned one of you should be taking cereal products every fucking day. Ted will know if you don't. Ted will find out. You don't want to cross Ted. I promise. Goodness gracious. How do I convince vegetarian family members to start eating some meat? You don't. Not with words. Nothing you can say will change their mind. They are your family. They know you. I have the same with my family, for God's sake. What you do is you encourage behaviour by showing behaviour and by getting results having shown that behaviour. And those that want to come on board will, and those that don't want to come on board won't. There's nothing you can do about it. I think that question was just answered. Maybe? I don't know. Oh no, it was about looks rather than actual ages. I don't know how old that turd is. Kevin, you're a fucking idiot and you're an absolute fucking coward. Come and debate me face to face, sunshine. And I'll deal with your pathetic, stupid, ridiculous nonsense. I'll tear you seven, you assholes. Any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Email me. Let's make it happen. There you go. He's 44. Rightio. How is bone broth ancestral? It's not. People drank bone broths after fasting before they ate the flesh of the animal to go easy on their stomach. No, they weren't. Correct. Common sense, you know. It's one of those things that used to be around in the world that doesn't seem to be anymore. Yeah. I'm currently adapting from carnivore. What do you mean adapting from carnivore? To what? You mean to carnivore rather than from? With 3 meals a day and 1 glass of milk before bed for insulin. To your OMAD strategy for insulin. Eating this much fat and 1 meal resulted in loose stool. What now? Well, don't change your diet markedly overnight. That will fuck you up. Change your diet from anything to anything else, including timing and amount of meals, slowly, over time, over weeks. Don't do it overnight. That's what. What are the main causes to colon cancer according to you, and why so many young people around 30 are concerned? Cause is a difficult thing to establish in science in terms of things like heart health outcomes of any kind in human beings. What we can do is speculate in a more or less educated fashion, depending on what one's level of education is, as to what the causes may be. The recent patent upspike in cancers of the colon and other things, most notably the so-called turbo cancers, has a clear cause, I believe. That is my opinion. An absolutely clear cause. We'll leave that there. What do you think about Gary Yukovsky? I don't know who that is, but you said the vegan in brackets after that, so therefore Gary is a fucking imbecile. All vegans are fucking imbeciles. All of them. There is no way around this. The vegan diet is totally inappropriate for a human being. Alright. Question, when is the collab with Face IQ? Oh, for fuck's sake. I won't have children's too. Good for you. I am better alone. I'm not alone, mind. Ted's here. Her Majesty Pim, Queen of Pirates. My sister. 3 of her kids. My mother. And another family are here. Permanently. On the farm. I am not alone. Do. That's an Alter Bridge number. It's called Shed My Skin. It's on my playlist. You should all go and play it. Not right now, because the live stream's on. After. It's a great song. What is your opinion regarding cortisol and longevity? Ask me a question I can answer. What is your question? If you could snap your fingers and make it so you will never be asked a specific question in these live streams again, what would that be? Would it be anything regarding Arjunas? I don't know. I really don't know. There are many things that annoy me. I'm easily annoyed. But I get over it. Good for you. Grounding is a good idea. Are you from New Zealand or somewhere else, maybe England? Well, here's the thing. I was born and bred in New Zealand. I've lived most of my life in New Zealand. I currently live in the independent sovereign nation of Pimbatia, which is surrounded entirely on all sides by New Zealand. I have, however, for about 7 years lived in the UK, and I'm also a very good mimic and tend to pick up affectations on accent and stuff. As such, people can be forgiven for thinking there might be some English in there somehow. Yeah. Because when you say English accent, there are about 12 different English accents, aren't there, depending on the region. So that's interesting too. Right. The interesting thing is people always say, where are your sources when talking about seed oils, etc. Well, anyone that demands sources for any aspect of hard health outcome in human beings, as that relates to any dietary or largely any pharmaceutical input of any kind, what they are doing by asking you for sources is showing that they do not understand science. They are utterly scientifically illiterate. They are incompetent in the extreme, and they are not worth your time. Because there are no fucking sources that provide acceptable evidence of anything. They do not fucking exist. Still, sorry about that. Not sorry. It's just the way it is. Excuse me. Is dairy required for optimal health? No. It's not. It's a choice. Happy birthday from Istanbul, Turkey. Very good. Cannot wait for our first meeting on April 1st. Okay. Yes. You are familiar with Dr. Sam Bailey very loosely. Very, very loosely. I know who she is and what she was about. Yeah. All right, class. Have fun. No, we're not here for fun. If you're having fun, stop it. And stop throwing those paper darts down the back. Ted. Especially Ted. Yes, no, Ted, don't have fun. God, if Ted's told to have fun, then what happens is he gets out his small guillotine, he gets out that wetsuit with the bottom cut out, he brings forth his rampant wildebeest, and he fills up the bucket with soap and frogs. We can't be having that. Right, I'm off to go to work and make money. Yes, do that, and then send it all to me. I'll be present in the next camouflage training. Maybe you won't be seen in the next camouflage training. You've been seen in this one, see? We've seen you. You were seen. You were spotted at the camouflage training. That's fail. Repeat the training. This is the camouflage training for those that are new and don't know what I'm talking about. Whenever I come online, this is the camouflaged training. And then I get to say to you, you were not seen at the camouflage training. To which the only acceptable response, Ryan Attar, for God's sake, is, thank you, sir. Okay? Love you, Ryan. Haven't seen you for a while. Not since you did that video showing highlights of me swearing at people for my 50th birthday. 54 today. Time flies when you're having fun. How's Steve? Steve is Ryan's cat. He's a Bengal. School doctor told me yesterday that I'm too young for carnivore. So fucking stupid. Correct. Correct. I'm dying of laughter right now. Please don't die. I know he's not joking about this rule stuff. No, I'm not. But the segue was so smooth, it was hilarious. Hilarious! That's what I do. I'm here to entertain, as well as to educate. It's edutainment is what I'm doing. I know the subject of autism is complex. Good. But do you think nutrition plays a role? Yes, I do. What do you think about the plant slant Liam? I've never watched any of his stuff. I don't know who he is. He's this annoying TikToker who thinks fibre and balanced diets are healthy. Well, he's an idiot then. He's an imbecile. He's ignorant beyond belief, and I suspect he's probably as arrogant as fuck. Do you think atopic dermatitis of the scalp can be treated solely by going carnivore? It's possible, case by case, but everyone's mileage is a bit different, isn't it, in terms of what works? Do you post somewhere else other than YouTube? Yes. Odyssey. ODYSEE.com. Thank you very much. Why do the body and the brain react so strongly to sweets if it is so bad for us? In what way do you mean it reacts strongly to? Do you mean seeks those things out? If that's what you mean, well, the reason for that is because they're a valid source of quickly realizable energetic substrate. However, we're not adapted to consuming large amounts of that stuff chronically, precisely because it was not available to us prior to the agrarian revolution. And as such, our bodies don't have a strategy for dealing with the vastly toxic side effects of an overburden of too much carbohydrate that our body can't handle. Dear oh dear, now I'm laughing my tits off. How would you recommend to make a lot of money? Is college the best way? Absolutely not. It's one of the worst ways. One of the worst ways to make a lot of money is to go to college. No, you need to do something entrepreneurial. You need to provide a good and worthwhile service to the general public, or some aspect or section of the general public, and market it effectively so that people know that it exists. Which would help a lot if Al Gore and his rhythms would stop getting in my fucking way in that regard, as regards things like, cereal products. Which, by the way, I might have mentioned I want every single goddamn one of you to get yourselves onto fucking today, if you haven't already. And if you are already on it, why the hell aren't you telling others about it, if you're not? And if you are already telling others about it, good job. Are you getting people to sign up? And if not, email me and I'll tell you why you're doing them wrong. Because it's easy. All you need to do is tell people this stuff exists and what it is, and they go, well shit, I want that. So you give them your fucking URL and you say, go and buy it. Or, even better, join as an IBO, sign up 3 people that don't want to be involved in that thing you're in, and then you get yours for free. Ongoingly. How hard is that? I don't know. Anyway, how hard is that? That's what she said. I'm here all week. Right. I'm going to be here all your YouTube and take notes. Good. Is it enough, or do you recommend your Odyssey too? Watch it all. It's great. It's brilliant. There's hundreds of thousands of hours of it. Tens of thousands anyway. I don't know exactly how many. There's many, many hours of my videos available. I've been doing this about 8 years. Yep. No, not really. Because we also don't have to overwinter the way we used to. Happy birthday, Big Bart. Big Bart? I'm 5'6" and 140 pounds dripping wet. Is that big? Or do you mean my knobs? I have many big knobs in my studio. Ted likes to play with the knobs. Big knobs are his thing. What are your thoughts on synthetic retinol on skin, such as... I don't have any thoughts on that at all. It's not an area of expertise of mine. How much sun is needed daily? Oh, as much as you can get, consistent with not getting sunburned. So how do we know that seed oils cause harm to the human body? We don't. We make an educated inference that is likely to be so based on what we do know about what they do mechanistically. Yes. I doubt that very much. I very much doubt that Brian Johnson will make any kind of remarkable age whatsoever. Just like this guy probably won't, it seems. Hey Joel, I hope you do. I hope you have a long life. I really do. But it seems like your veganism wasn't the best thing after all. Perhaps. Maybe. Who knows? What do I know? More than you do about cardiovascular pathophysiology. Anytime you'd like to debate that once you get out of hospital, Joel. Or even from your hospital bed if you like. We can have a debate about that. That'll be awesome. That'll get views. The one thing I will tell you up front though, Joel, is I will not put up with your bullshit, not for a second. You will not control that conversation. You will not get your way. You will not get to espouse and spout your ridiculous bullshit unchallenged. I will tear you 7, you arsehole, son. Front up for it. It'll be awesome. If you survive the surgery, which I hope you do. Is it okay to drink 3 to 4 litres of milk a day? Cow's milk. But if you're a baby calf, you probably drink that much. If you're a human, there are a number of reasons why that might be a bit too much milk to drink. And depending what kind of milk you're talking about, it may or may not be a problem, depending on your particular genes and the environment in which you place those genes. How's that? I've got about 18 minutes left, by the way, before I've decided I've had enough, because I've got to go and spend some time with my other family. Just so you know. Always leave them wanting more. Happy birthday from Hippie Carnivore in the Hudson Valley region. Very nice. Happy birthday to me. If it works for you, fine, in terms of sleeping on the floor for ground health, or on the ground, whatever. Can I please curse more? I could. Perhaps you should watch some of my older videos where I tended to swear more. And if you like swearing, you should follow Ted on the X platform. Everyone's from next Tuesday there. Left, right and centre. Yeah. At HRH_Ted. Lord Edward Yellow, aka Darth Correctus. He's a great bloke. He's a really great bloke. But he does have opinions. Do you enjoy movies? I don't get much time to watch movies. I have enjoyed several specific movies at various times. Any particular directors or actors? Nah. Yep. Right. Okay. Stephen, how are you, mucker? Good to see you, mate. And we'll be talking with you during the week, won't we? For some more unacceptable views. That'll be awesome. Yes, 54 today. That's frightening, isn't it? Do you enjoy living in the UK? Me? Well, I did for a while, and no, I didn't enjoy it. That's why I'm back here. There were aspects of it I liked, sure. I was always coming home to New Zealand, though, at some point, I think. And so I did. Reminded me to take my anti-inflammatory Cerule. Yes, do that. Cyactive, it's good stuff. Has anyone, influencers, called you out that you plan to debate? No, I'm not aware of anyone calling me out at the moment. They're welcome to, and yes, I will debate anybody. Literally. Unlike Sunil Dand, who says he'll debate anybody, but then when he's challenged, runs away with shit in his pants. Coward. This guy's another guy that doesn't want to debate me. Perhaps he's in no state to debate me right now anyway, as we've already covered several times on the show, as it were. This is a bloke that tells you that veganism is good for your heart and stuff. This is Conman Joel Khan. You're looking well, son. All the best, as I said many times already. Yep. Indeed. Yes, thank you. Depends on how they've been made, really, as to why they might upset your guts. Maybe just stick to actual food in its natural format. Maybe, for a bit. So here you go. Do I read philosophy? Not so much these days. No, not so much. There we go, that's the right spelling of Odyssey. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate those. Seasoning meat with garlic salt. Thoughts? If you like, and you don't react badly to it, fine, whatever. No skin off my dick. Well, there is some truth to the fact that UV light can cause aging by interacting with your DNA in such a way as to alter it. It doesn't mean it does. It is a possibility, though. Thoughts on deuterium? Yes, that's another opportunity for you to binge watch my channel, where you will find me talking about deuterium on multiple occasions previously. Today, the take-home messages are, number 1, get yourselves onto Cerule. Do that today. And 2, watch my fucking channel. Binge watch it. Blow my numbers up. Make YouTube understand I'm here. We are still here. We red-pilled. Alright? Those are your missions. Those are your calls to action. Get on Cerule and binge watch my channel. Do you believe in aliens visiting us? No. How would the perfect meal look? Beef, eggs, butter, plus or minus the eggs, plus or minus salt. Thank you very much. Is it better to eat OMAD a couple of hours before bed or eat and go to bed instantly? I find it's probably better to separate your eating from your sleeping by several hours at least, personally. But you do you. Thank you very much. Do you shave your hair more often? I haven't seen you with long hair. The last time I had long hair was in about 1992 or 3. Ringlets I had down to the small of my back. I used to play guitar and sing in rock bands, doing 80s poodle rock. Believe it or not, I did. Since then, not so much. My hair fell out when I was about 28. And since then, I've gone with the current look. Indeed. Thank you. No, not necessarily. Some people might do, depending on what you're doing. It's very individual. Where can I get one of those robes you're wearing? I got this one from a retailer in New Zealand called The Warehouse. But we sometimes call it the Wari Whari, which is a joke only New Zealanders would get. Yeah. Happy birthday. Yes, I will. Keep up the thinking. Thank you. Cheers for the 10 squids. Love that. It used to be, didn't it? London. Before recent events that made London a lot less the best city on earth. It's a sad thing to watch it happening, it really is. I wish there's something I could do. Perhaps Londoners at large will rise up, perhaps they will, and make it so that it isn't the worst place to be anymore. That's very individual. Your mileage will vary, depends on your needs and what's going on. Just scanning through because we're getting short on time, so thanks for the super sticker, appreciate that. Does grounding require us to walk barefoot on the ground, or can we keep our shoes on? Okay, this has been covered many times on my channel as well. So again, watch my fucking channel. I've even got a playlist on this, specifically, for God's sake. Nonetheless, no, you can't ground yourself with rubber-soled shoes on. Unless, of course, you're grounding directly in a fashion that doesn't involve the soles of your feet. There might be some other part of your skin that's grounded in some way. Right, good. Lamau. Indeed, Lamau. Lamau. Yeah, no, I'm having a chicken-based dish this evening. That's what Mum's decided that I'm having. And good for her. Somebody had to take charge. And who better than Mum/Grandma to take charge of the situation here? Because goodness gracious, somebody has to. They really do. Yes, the three that are above my right shoulder, as you can see, these ones over here. 1, 2, 3. Green label, light blue label, red label. Stem Enhance Ultra, Psyactive and Plasma Flow. Yes, you need them all. Yes. Right. What is your opinion on anarcho-capitalism when you define it as the rule of non-aggression principle, which says that a property owner wins in a given conflict against an aggressor? Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I'm a libertarian, mind, so there's no surprise I'd agree with that. Does Ted enslave people in Pimbatia? Well, yes, when they come here. ask Field Marshal Dave, or Field Marshal Pete, Air Marshal Pete, I should say. I've of course have been a slave to Ted since the year dot. Well, Pim can't be managed, frankly, so she's nobody's slave. That's a tough one. It's a tough one indeed. Londonistan, yes, indeed. Happy birthday, thank you. €10 for 1 pint. Excellent. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Parisistan, yes. The main man. That's Ted. Oh, he's a bear. So I must be the main man. Yes, good. All the way from Wales. Hello. Hello in Wales. P.S. I struggle with addiction. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God's sake. Watch my fucking channel! Christ's sake. Yes, you can. From me. Trust me, I'm the science. I'm safe and effective me. Don't listen to anybody else unless I tell you to listen to them. As a farm owner yourself, would you honestly recommend it to those trying to escape the New World globalist bullshit? Yes, with caveats. Absolutely. Depends on what you mean by exercise. Perhaps. Who knows? Right, that's the bottom of the chat, and we are nearly at the 2-hour mark, so that's enough. I should go and spend some time with my other family, who also don't watch my fucking channel. But they've got an excuse not to. They know me. And they get 24/7 when I'm not here talking to you, outside in my metal box here in the yard, which is where I am right now, by the way, outside in a metal box. Too much family in the house. Goddamn family. Love you all. Right, anyway, just before we go, let's just wish Joel Kahn the best for his upcoming surgery for his heart problem, even though he knows all about how to look after heart health with veganism. We really do genuinely hope that you come through that, Joel, and that you have a long and happy life and all of that. At least long enough to come and debate me about it. Pussy. All right, there it is. That's my birthday thing, really. You clearly haven't been paying attention, have you? Ascetivecerol is expensive. If you have to pay for it, potentially. It's all relative, of course, depending on your income and your means. But I want you to get that thing for free. I don't want you paying for it. Pay $75, become an IBO, find 3 retail customers who don't want to be involved in that thing you're in, who do have the means and the desire to buy the product from you because they want to. Let them do that. Yours is free now. Can you afford free? Most people can. Okay, if you do want to get just one product, then Stem Enhance Ultra is the first choice, of course, yes. Right. Wish you good rest of the evening or whatever. It's 10:55 a.m. on Sunday. A long think. Yes. All right. Thank you all for being here. No, because my diet was different when my hair fell out. I was 28. I was eating a standard diet at the time. Love you too. There's nothing you can do about it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I will go. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for everything that you do in the background to support what I'm doing, i.e. those of you that need consultancies, book and pay for a consultancy. Those of you who understand that you need Sorol, which is all of you, every single one of you, go and get that done. If you don't want to pay for it, I've told you how not to, so you've got no excuses whatsoever. Those of you who haven't binge watched my videos on my fucking channel, you have a mission for the next 10 years. Go and watch my fucking videos and share them around so that my numbers blow up and YouTube understands that I'm a real thing and I'm really here and I'm really not going away. Because there is nothing in the carnivore diet that will cause your body to release more adult stem cells so that your body renews and repairs better than it would have done otherwise. That's why you need Sorol. Okay? Right. There it is. In the meantime, let's all sing the song. Not the happy birthday song, because everybody else around here has to sing that for me 100 times. Let's sing this song instead. Steak and eggs and eggs and steak. That's what you should have for breakfast. Delicious. Eggs and steak and steak and eggs. Just making sure you heard. They got it. Yes, I think they got it. Right, okay, bye. End stream, end